Happy spring, ladies. We've got new products. I wanted to share them with you, and hopefully I'm going to make a video a little bit better than the other video that I made. I don't know if I can cut it down in time, and so maybe that's just going to be a big problem for me. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start with our new products. And our products are beautiful this spring. They're all garden colored inspired, and that's what my background is like today. And they're limited edition, and you know what that means. Limited edition means that they're only going to make so many of them, and when they're gone, they're gone. So when you think of these new colors, I want you to think about freshness and garden inspired colors, cherry blossom pinks, and kind of unique blues and bamboo type greens. And I just think they're beautiful. I think anyone can wear them. We're going to start first of all by putting on a little bit of foundation, and I had quite a few comments about the foundation from last time. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit to get a little bit closer. See if I can do this. Scary. I really don't like you guys seeing me this close, but oh well. Okay, so there we go. Just see the face. Not so close. And I'm going to go ahead and get my makeup light on. There we go. Let's go ahead and clip a little bit of hair back. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and start with concealer like we did before. I'm using the Mary Kay concealer. All right. And I'm going to put a little bit on the top of my hand. And I'm going to try to go faster. Okay, top of my hand. And I'm going to use the cream blending brush, highlighter brush. And I'm just going to do this. Get a little bit of color like that. And I have a little bit of discoloration on my face that I like to conceal. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on that area. I think when you use a brush, it works a little bit better because you are not blending it all off. A lot of the concealer, if you put it on with your finger, actually stays on your finger. And don't be blinded by my big spring ring. I like rings. But anyway, when you use a brush, you don't have that problem. Sometimes you do really good concealing, and then most of it ends up being on your finger anyway. All right, so I'm going to do my nose. Now I want to give you a little tip. I didn't say this last time, but when I do concealing, I mostly am not brushing. I am stippling like this. Also, I think when the product sets up a little, then I can take my finger and press it in a little bit. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go back to my hand and do a little bit more on here. Work on this area a little bit. See if I can go faster, 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 so we can get to the color. Also, I think when you do this, you're getting more the right amount of color. Whereas when you do it with your finger, we tend to get a little bit too much. This spreads it out a little bit more evenly, I think, and I'm just softening it a little bit with my fingers on the edges. See the difference between this side and this side? Just the ruddiness and whatnot. I also see today a little bit of darkness under my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and see the difference between this and this. I really like concealer. I just think that it makes a huge difference. Okay, over here, kind of ready. Most of the time, the ruddiness that we will have on our face will be in the T-zone area. I guess the T-zone's up here, so that's not right. But in the center, maybe is eyes, under the eyes, nose, cheek, and chin, usually. That's where we're going to have more. I'm not doing natural light today. I decided to use my own lighting just to see if we could, I don't know. I guess I'm still kind of experimenting a little bit too. Okay, back to concealer here. Just going to do a little bit more of that chin area down here. Now, not that I like to point out imperfections on myself, because I do not like to do that, but with the wrinkles that I have here, they have darkness in them here. Nobody likes those. And I'm going to lighten them up here. I'm going to lighten up the darker area. There we go. Pretty ruddy right there. And very ruddy right there. I don't know if you can see it in the video as well as I can, but not so cool. All right, and as I've said before, I'm putting another coat on the area that's the darkest. Age spots or sunspots or whatever. Let's just call them sunspots. How about that? I can't remember what I was saying before. Scary, isn't it? Okay. Okay. I'm happy with that. All right, now I'm going to use the Mineral Powder Foundation. And I got a new mug when I was in New Orleans. Last time I watched my video, I thought, can you drink more pretty? But I guess I can't. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my concealer away. You really want to use a good concealer and a brush. Makes a big difference, I think. Okay. All right, I'm using Mineral Powder Foundation. Remember, the mineral powder is buildable. I'm going to open it up, and then there's some in the top. I'm going to use the cap for blending. So I'm going to take my brush. The foundation brush is flat like this. I'm going to dip it in just a little bit of the color, just a little bit on my brush. I don't put too much on. Then I go back to here and I do the twirling and the pushing. Does that? And that's how you do it. And I'm going to start with my forehead. Now, buildable means that if you want more coverage, you put on another application. Mineral powder is different than loose powder. Loose powder, we used to use that, and I guess you still can, to set makeup. But when you get to be a more interesting age, a loose powder will actually, I just dipped in again, swirling, doing the same thing, going over this area, going over my concealer, over my brows. But when you're doing this, it won't settle in your pores like a loose powder would. Mineral powder does not settle in the pores. It's wonderful. You know, and I'm dipping it again, swirling again, doing a little bit more. Finishing off. When I have customers who tell me they just don't like the feel of makeup, it's too heavy, it's too oppressive, they can feel it, then I know that they'll be great candidates to fall in love with our mineral powder. Because the mineral powder, you don't feel it, you don't smell it, you don't even know you have it on. It's wonderful. Okay, I'm happy with that, but I am going to go over my areas one more time that I wanted to conceal. Now my skin hopefully has a more balanced tone. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, now I'm going to do a little contouring like I did before. And you can use our bronzer to do that. Our bronzer comes in 4 different colors. Make sure you're not using one that has a little bit of a shimmer to it. It has to be a matte. And we have 2 of those to choose from. I like to use a darker shade of mineral powder. And you can use either. It will work. I'm going to go with a smaller brush. I have just a small brush. I'm putting just a little tiny bit of a darker mineral powder foundation. And since my face is more round, I guess, I'm going to narrow it up just a little bit. I'm going to start over here. And I'm going to add a little depth. Dark colors make things recede or make them look more sunk in. So it naturally is going to make this part look like it's raised up. Okay. Now you can see the difference, I think, between the two sides. This side looks a little more chiseled. This looks a little rounder. Easy. It's very easy to do. Anyone watching the video can do that. I'm kind of coming up the cheekbone. It's rounded right here. You can go straight into the mouth also, like straight down. But I don't know. For me, I like coming up under the cheekbone a little bit. I don't know if that's right or wrong. And that's another thing. Be careful of the things that you read that say they're right or wrong. If something looks good on you, and don't just take your own word for it, then it might not be such a bad thing. For instance, when we come to the liner, I'm going to tell you something about the liner. Okay. All right, there's some darkness. Create a little depth there. Now, last time, I didn't do this in my video last time, but I'm going to this time. I'm going to go ahead and do a little concealing on my nose. I didn't do this before, but I have been doing it every day, so I don't know why I didn't do it. But I'm going to, my nose is a little broad here and here. So I'm going to follow my eyebrow. Now, I'm not going to put it here, but I'm following where the eyebrow, and I'm going to narrow down that part of my nose just a little bit, with just a little bit. It's going to make the end of my nose look a little smaller, more narrow. A little bit on the other side. I just don't want to get too much. Oh, I forgot something I was going to do with a bigger brush too. Right there where it's a little bit round, I just makes my nose look a little more pointed, not as round. All right, and then to create some shadow here, makes my nose look a little thinner, I guess. I love my nose, but I think I can enhance it somewhat. Okay, I'm going to go back to that brush that I was using, and if you want to take some more pounds off your face, go ahead and do a little shadow right here. Okay, all right, that's enough of contouring and concealing. Let's go on with the show, all right? I'm going to be using the look that comes from our lookbook. With our new colors. But before we do that, it does call for, in one of the looks, it does call for Cherry Blossom cheek color. And I'm going to go ahead and use my cream cheek color just because I want to. So I'm going to do get a little color on the cheeks here. I'm going to follow it to the hairline. A little bit on this side. Little color. I think one thing I really like about the cream cheek color, this is what it looks like, and this is Sheer Bliss, I think. Sheer Bliss, yes. One thing I like about it is it does give a little bit of a glow. You can kind of see that. I just think that I like that. I mean, there's sometimes I just want it matte, but okay. Now we're going to start with, I better do my eyebrows first. Let me go ahead and get my brows. And using the Mary Kay Blonde eyebrow pencil, and this one is the classic blonde. You want to make as short of strokes as the hairs themselves. I'm going to make mine a little heavier here. And then I'm going to arch it up here, not in the middle. I guess we all know that. What a difference some eyebrow pencil can make. Difference between the two eyes. It really lifts the eyes. Right now I'm looking in my mirror that's way far away. And I've got my makeup mirror here, but I haven't looked in it yet, and it could be a disaster. Not bad. Gotta look down there for a minute. Not bad. I'm going to go with my blending brush and soften them out just a little. Okay. I'm going to leave my eyebrow brush out because I feel like sometimes I like to add a little more color. Then I use a Q-tip and I clean up underneath. I'm not going on top of the brow. I'm going under it, just to make sure that it's as thin as I want it to be. See, cleaned up a little bit on aisle 4. I may go back and add some of that. And I also keep this brush handy because I want to soften this out. I just leave that out to remind myself where these two colors come together, and so that it's not too dark. That softens everything out there. All right, I'm putting that away. I don't think I need that anymore. Okay, we're ready to start on our eyeshadows. All right, well, first of all, why don't we talk about the nail color, okay? Because we've got some beautiful colors. This is our limited edition nail lacquer. It's called nail lacquer, and it's super shiny, and it's really pretty. This color is called pink bamboo. Pink bamboo. That's what I have on my nails, pink bamboo. It's really glossy, and I love that. The polishes are very, very good, and they last a long time. A high quality nail lacquer. They're $9. And I was going to do the other color is Blue Lotus. And I was going to do blue on one side and pink on the other, but I do blue so much I wanted to change it up a little bit and do some pink. But these are pretty. Aren't they fun? And guys, one thing that I love this time is I just love the boxes. Aren't the boxes beautiful? Makes me just want it because of the box. Okay, so that's the nail color. All right, this is the shadow. It's called Garden Sky. Looks like that. And when you open it up, it has the big pan in it. And these colors are, I just think, are so pretty. It has a real pretty blue. I'm going to see if they call this anything exactly. I've got a few notes in behind me so I can, nope, I don't have any notes down on that. Soft hues of blue and green. It's crease and fade resistant. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with that color, with those colors. And let's see. I'm going to do the look that comes from the lookbook. In the lookbook, it does tell you what colors to use, but it doesn't tell you where to put them. And I found that on my Mary Kay website. The website for customers, not the InTouch. I'm sure it's there too, but I just snagged it off of there. All right, I'm going to start out first. It tells me that I am supposed to use the green shade all over. Now these are shimmery, and sometimes with a crepey skin, if your skin is too crepey, then sometimes using shimmer over everything it can add to the crepiness. So you have to be a little bit careful with that. I don't usually use all shimmers. I'll use some, and then I'll use some mattes. But this look does call for all, and I'm just going to try it. It might be hideous. We'll see. Okay? But it says that I'm supposed to start with a green color all over. So I'm going to put some on my sponge tip applicator and just get started. This is going to be my all over color. It's really pretty color. All right, and then I'm going to blend it. Not with that, not with that. The last time I had all my brushes all set out in order. That was a good idea, I guess. Okay. So I'm blending out that color. It's pretty. I like it. Going with the second one. Wow, really shimmery and fun. Now the only concern that I have on this look that I've taken from the book is that I usually have a lot more, what's the contrast in my crease. The area we're going to put, the color we're going to put in the crease doesn't give me much contour. So I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I'll do it just to see what you think, okay? All right, let's find another. Okay. The next thing it asks for us to do is we're supposed to use the blue color. Okay, this one right here. We're supposed to use that in the outer corner, so that would be here, right there. And we're supposed to put it into the crease, kind of like in a V shape, like that. All right. And then we're also supposed to bring the color into the outer lid as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do some there in the corner. I'm going to blend that just a little bit. And then I'm going to use the top of the sponge tip applicator like this, not the flat. I'm going to do it this way to kind of get it into my crease. And when I say crease also, you can see where my crease is on this eye. Right there. I actually make my crease look like it's higher by putting it wherever I want. That's my crease today, right there. I'm going to go back, lighten it up a little bit with this, blend it. Whoa, very blue, very dark, very scary. Maybe I inhaled some too. Okay, too much on the applicator possibly. It's okay. I think it's pretty soft when you blend it out. Okay, a little bit on the other side. I really like the green and the blue together. It's really pretty. Kind of fun for spring. Whoa, I don't know if I can live with this, all this glitter. Yes, I can. I'll try it. All right, now, I guess one thing about this look is it's never going to be very contrasting. Those two colors together are always going to look like they're melting into each other. And contouring gives your eye a lot of shape. You know, the darker color that's in the crease, it gives it quite a bit of shape. Dimension, I guess. Okay. Now, something serious is happening on my cheeks. They're turning the same color as my eyes. So I'm going to use my big brush to blend it off. Okay. Mission accomplished. All right, I'm going back with just a little bit more of the green color here because I covered up some of it because I got a little wild because I'm trying to go fast for y'all. Okay, I just got back from a trip to New Orleans and we had such a great time and spent time with my cousins. It was wonderful, but I'm going to say y'all for a few weeks because they say that all the time. Everybody does down there. Okay. So far, I'm happy. We'll see. I never judge my look until I get my liner on and whatnot. So, okay, the next thing I'm going to do is go back. It says with the gold color. Oh, I know something I forgot to do. I forgot to do some of the blue underneath here. So, let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'll go with it. All right. I was going to use a little bit of the gold, it says, under the arch of the brow right up here. Like that. We'll see how you like that. All right, next, I am going to use our liquid liner. Got to get it out here. This is our Mary Kay liquid liner. And I've never done this on a video. When you open it, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. It could be really scary, people. But anyway, when I take this out, it's like a marker. Okay, so it's fairly easy to use. The only thing that I'm not sure of is if I can do it without my mirror right here, but we'll see. Do the best I can. I like to go from the outside in. I just think it works better. Your skin doesn't get all bunched up and then release, and then you have a whole bunch of, you know, bad situation there. All right, let's see if I can do this. It goes on quite smooth. That was a miracle, actually. It went on. I mean, it's easy for me to do it when I'm just in my own element, but doing it so that you can see it too, I think is asking for trouble. So far, we're doing good. So we're going to do the other side now. You do want to make sure that you have enough on the end of the applicator, because once you get moving, your line will be smoother if you don't have to dip in and go on. Now, I'm happy with everything except I need a little more color here. I ran out of color. There we go. It's really easy to use. Just like a marker. Actually, that side's good. I'm not messing with success. Okay, now it does say, this is when what prompted me to mention to you that when you are reading something like you should never do this, never do that, you have to take a little bit of it with a grain of salt, because there was time when, I mean, things change, trends change, but that we were not supposed to use eyeliner, liquid liner on the bottom. But this look actually calls for it. So, and I haven't done it in, I don't even want to know how many years. I'm going to try it. Could be scary. We'll see. Okay, a little bit underneath. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to make it so you and I can see. A little too thick here, but I'll fix that up. So used to using pencil and just, okay, but I'm gonna keep going. See how I can do here. Oh, messy Bessie. But I can make it work, I think. So I'd probably use pencil under there next time, but just wanted to try to do it as much as I could by the book. So that's the liquid liner. I don't know if I mentioned that the eyeshadow is 20. That's a lot of eyeshadow. Probably would last 5 years. I mean, I don't know, depending on how much you use it, I suppose. All right, I'm taking a Q-tip, and I got it just a little damp, and I'm going to do cleanup on aisle 4. Hold on. Okay, another Q-tip. Okay. All right. All right. It's pretty shimmery so far. I think it's okay, but I have work to do. Let's go ahead and use some mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use some of the Lash Love mascara in black. Last time I made a video, I used the Ultimate Mascara, and I just wanted to use a different kind. I love this formula as well. It does separate. I think the difference between the other one makes them look a little bit more thicker and lush, where this one is really going to make them look long, and it's going to keep them more separated, and it's more like a comb than it is a brush. They both stay on great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and you want to jiggle and pull it through. Lift at the base, jiggle, pull it through. Lift at the base, jiggle, pull it through. Little backhanded here. Oh, I'm opening, let's see, opening my mouth kind of wide. Really don't want to be showing you all the dental work I may or may not have had in the past. Oh, you can't see my mouth. Oh, I totally can open it then. Can't see my mouth too much. Okay, relieved. Okay, I've got a good coat on this side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and I will wear 2 coats. So let's go ahead and get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, remember, jiggle, lift, jiggle, pull it through. Remember what my philosophy is with women is we really tend, well, we're caretakers, and we tend to, I've got a loose lash here. Okay, big snafu in my video. I'm going to take my cute pink tweezer. There is a stray. Everything's okay. All right. Order's been returned to my world. My stray lash has been caught, concealed, and contained. Women usually are so busy, you know, running our homes, our jobs, our careers, our children, our grandchildren, our husbands, our friends, our relationships, that they tend to really slack off when it comes to doing some of the extra things that they really should be doing for themselves. The things that really make them feel better about themselves. They really, I don't know, I've built a career working with women, and I've seen it over and over and over and over again. And the reason I know this is because when I sit down and work with women, they always say, oh, this feels so good. This is, I needed this so badly. And I'm thinking, weren't you doing anything for yourself like that? I mean, we've all, even I've been, you know, accused of, or I've been guilty of doing that. Okay, I'm going with a second coat now. On this side. Lift, jiggle, pull through. Now when your lashes are still a little damp, like this one is, you can take your finger and you can actually bend them up a little more before they dry. I don't know if that even shows. I can see it, but I don't know if you guys can, except a little messy Bessie on my hand. Okay, other side. Jiggle and lift, jiggle and lift, jiggle and lift. Okay, I like mascara. I think just about any woman's makeup that I notice when I'm shopping, when I'm out for dinner, when I'm watching, you know, a movie. One thing that I always see that I really like is a lot of lash. I just think lashes can really make a look. So I like to wear it. And I know some people just want a real natural, hardly no color. I mean, no, they just don't like that look. So it's each to his own, you know. I like lashes and That's why I'm putting on gobs and gobs of mascara. I'm just kidding. But they don't look, you know, chunky or anything. I think I'm okay. All right, now I'm going to put some on the bottom. Now, this liner that I have on the bottom right now is way too heavy for the look that I'm going for. I'm going to be thinning it out and working on it, but I'm not going to do it till I get my lower lashes on. So, not on, but till I get my mascara on. So, a little too low for you to see, aren't I? First, I like to get color on them. Then I like to go underneath. Other side. My mouth was really open wide, and I'm so glad you missed it. Okay, I'm going to go back over here. Back over here. Okay, mascara's done. Oh, so relieved. All right, back with my Q-tip. Got a little crazy there. All right, now I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to add a little bit more blue here. And a little bit more on this side, right here. Am I going to the prom circa 1975? Right now I am. Clean up on aisle 4. Okay, we got to soften that baby up. It is scaring me. Okay. I just know that this color is so easy to work with. Look at that. Just blends out beautifully. But it did look pretty disco queen there for a minute. It did even have me scared, to tell you the truth. Okay, we got that. I'm going to go back with some of that beautiful green. And I'm going to do a little bit more on the lid here. Super pretty. And here. Pretty, 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 pretty. If you're putting on shadow after you've put your liner on, you just have to be careful you don't get it on your liner, or you're going to have to maybe put it, recoat it. Okay. Big time cleanup with my super duper brush, because now I've got my Zen in bloom down there. We don't want that. Okay, good. Happy with that. Now I'm going to go back with some more of this color, the blue color, and I'm going to do a little bit under here. And I think it will soften out the liner I have down there. Hold on. Let me just get a little closer so I can see. Okay. Horribly low. I tried to do it with my sponge tip applicator. I've got like blue longer than you would ever want it. That's ridiculous. Okay. It's okay to make mistakes, I guess, isn't it? There. Came off really nice. They're easy to work with. Now, how do I feel about that liner underneath? Not so good. I'm going to go back with my black liner pencil, or brown. I think it's black. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to soften this just a little and draw it in just a bit more. I don't know. I have to get closer to my mirror. Hold on. I think I can live with it, but I probably won't do the liquid down there next time. I mean, it's okay. Okay, it's not the end of the world or anything. All right, now I'm going to take this out and we're going to put lips on, because I don't want to keep that in there. It makes my hair kind of not behave the rest of the day. I'm done working with that. Very shimmery. It's really pretty. I mean, when you talk spring, I think that's a nice look. I see a big boo-boo here. I see some blue that goes all the way out to my hair. Ooh, not considered right. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use our new, these are limited edition nail lacquers. Okay, this is what they look like. They come in a pot and they are super shiny and they're gorgeous. They come in two colors. Chai Latte, that's what this one is, Chai Latte. They're super glimmery. I've been using them. I used this one the whole time I was in New Orleans, and this one too. And this one, the color is Pink Pagoda. And they come with little brushes like this, little retractable brushes. You load them up like that, and they're ready to use. I love the brushes. And the look on the video did not have you doing any kind of liner. But I'm going to go ahead, but I'm going to use liner. I'm going to go ahead and use my lip primer first. It helps with the color staying more true and not moving around. It's completely clear, it's not shiny, it's matte. So you actually go right on the line of the lip. And that's going to make your color stay on better and not bleed. I'm going to use a little bit of a lip liner. The color I'm going to use is Spiced Tea. Just a little bit of liner. Not a heavy liner, real light. I don't want a lot. I think liner makes a big difference in your look. Did I mention that the lip lacquers are, how much are they? 16. Okay, I'm looking at my sheet because I didn't know that for sure off the top of my head. Okay, I'm going to use the pink today. I really like the Chai Latte. And it is the one that I go to most often. I really like it. But I think today, just because I have a pink shirt on, I'll go with the pink. I like. These are so super glossy. Oh, hilarious. Let's see how I did. Good. Okay. So you just throw that in your purse and you've got a beautiful look, and that neutral tone is just beautiful. Okay. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the finishing spray. I forgot to get it out, so hold on, I have to find it. Where are you, finishing spray? Okay. This is our new makeup finishing spray. And we've teamed up with a company called Skindavia. Skindinavia. Like Scandinavia, except Skindinavia. And we've partnered with them because if you have to have your makeup last for 16 hours or more, like celebrities do, this is their go-to product. They go to this company, Skindinavia, for that. It's a finishing spray. It's for all skin types. It costs $18. It dries quickly. It's not sticky. And you're supposed to look picture perfect all day like you just left the makeup chair. So we'll see. What you're supposed to do is shake it. This is what it looks like. Okay. You shake it really well. And then you do, it says 2 to 4 sprays, I think. Let me see. Spray 2 to 4 times in an X and then in a T. Okay, it's supposed to be about 10 inches from your face. Ooh, it smells nice. It isn't chemical smelling. It feels like water. Ooh, 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 liking it. Okay, got my hair down. Okay, now the last thing that we're going to do is accessorize a little bit because I like accessorizing and it can really make your, is the hair okay? First of all, I have a note. I'm going to take that down. That's so I don't forget to say something. And let's go ahead and get this down a little. put this down a little. Am I looking okay? It's really scary to make a video. Let's make sure my bra's not showing. Okay. Turn around my necklace. I like accessories. Okay. There we go. I got a shirt on that says love. Okay. All right. And I've got some fun earrings. I'm going to put these on. And rose pink is a big color for spring. If you haven't been out shopping, go see. These are rose, bronzy rose. It's really big. My bracelet's the same way. So is my ring. And got it. How's that looking? Pretty good. Okay. And I'm going to go to, oh, that was a big reach. Go to some Bolara today. Ooh, fun. Thanks for joining me today. I'm happy with the look. It's different than what I normally wear. If you could see the colors, I think in more natural light, they are quite, they're more colorful than I think it looks in the video. But the finished product, after I publish the video, it might look a little bit different. I hope it's not garish or anything, but it is a lot softer than I thought it would be. So anyway, you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time.